No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.
I'm landing ours.
Whoa. Biddly but somebody tell me if you can hear me, because before we do the full introduction, the laptop's been on tour with me last night. It was elsewhere, so I'm not certain that the mic's all plugged in and what have you. We've just been doing a test, but there we go, JT. Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Whitesnake. Yes, JT. Arse Ripper. My name is Ow Tao. Joe Depp, what's good? Welcome. Biddly bo. Yes, yo. Here we go. There ain't nobody down round here. You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. We had to move back to get his greatness in. Nobody do it how he does it. If you don't know by now, you never knew. For the weekly episode of the Underlap, we will be discussing, obviously the title's always a bit of clickbait. With the Farke out hype, obviously did a video yesterday. Some people just watch the or just read the title and then come onto the video and then just go in with the abuse, which is absolutely fine. But they just read the title and go like, he don't want Farke in. It's like, have you watched the video? It's really important that you watch the video. But nobody do it how he does it. If you don't know by now, you never knew. Yes, Anthony Calorie, what's good? I've just been seeing about this, obviously past couple of days it's been rumoured on it. I've got really bored, Anthony, of all the potentials coming in. So, yes, Rizel, what's good? Mark B, Pat Dunn, welcome. Let's have it. Richard Todd. Andy Rose here. Jekyll and Hyde. Can we rename the Badger? No, we cannot. Yes, War Piglet. Fashionably late. It was a beer run. BMG in the building. We're all here. 78 RPM. What a congregation, boys. JLUFC, Garza. We're all here. Get up. It is the Bamford Memorial microphone. And I do want to start. I'm going to pop a bottle for my man Bamford, because I think it's genuine. Yes, E9, the wings. Dathy. Yep, Jack, I'm sticking with Farke. I don't give a fuck. We are Super Leeds and we're staying up. Love it, mate. Yes, Julie. It's popping off tonight, boys and Bob and Julie. I do want to start just by commemorating my man Bamford, because obviously it's looking like, well, it's done, isn't it? Patrick Bamford says he feels raw after leaving Premier League newcomers Leeds by mutual consent after 7 years at the club. Bamford scored 60 goals in 205 appearances, having joined from Middlesbrough for 7 million in 2018. Now, when you actually do it like that, when you say 60 goals in 205 appearances, you know, it's 2.5 or something. Maybe my maths is not my strong point. 60, 120, 180. Yeah, so just over 3.2 or something. But for 7 million, you know, he's been decent for us, hasn't he, overall? We were only messing with the poll, we're not actually going to put a poll. We'll put some polls up, but only to hold my tent up. No, but in all seriousness, I'm not going to put a poll on about Farke getting the sack. I did see just before I continue with this start, I think Jack, I got away with trolling Voldemort 2.0 earlier as he ended his live stream. I posted the comment, I'll see the faithful later for the Underlap. It felt great. Get up. Hey, I love it. 1 in 3 and a bit, yeah. 3.125. Bamford and Largie both look sick about leaving the club. Not too sure about Largie, but you know, nobody do it how he does it. Yes, Christopher Spofford Chapel. Well, welcome, brother. Greenwood's a poll. Exactly. That's where we were going with the joke initially, but all I could think of was a tent, which don't really get the juices going, does it? But fuck me, did you hear that? Cats have done something downstairs. What could that have been? Did anybody hear that? That was a loud bang. Oh, the fucking them cats, man. probably done some serious damage there. Yes, get up, MVG. Thank you very much, dude. Shout out to MVG for the super chat. £5. It probably will go towards whatever they've just absolutely smashed. I can't go check Rizel. We're too early in for me to go running downstairs. I thought I don't have to run downstairs for some more beers at some point, but I didn't think I'd be running downstairs to just go see what damage has been done. But I also don't want to know, because if it's something I actually find of worth, I'll be absolutely livid. You can't teach them though, Richard Todd. You can't teach them pussies. It's honestly, there's no stopping them. Testing. 1, 2, 3. MVG, legendary. He was involved in 2 promotion-winning campaigns for Leeds and scored 17 goals during the club's first stint back in the Premier League under Marcelo Bielsa, which was an outrageous season. The 31-year-old who made one England appearance in 2021 was told by Daniel Farke last month that he was not part of his plans this season and would have to train with the under-21 squad if he was to be remained at the club. Now, he went ahead and did that, didn't he, like the absolute West Coast warlord that he is. And I think a few could have taken some inspiration or, followed his lead a little bit, his leadership values, and actually done the same thing. It's the right thing to do. He went and played some shits, didn't he? Speaking on Instagram, Bamford said, right now, with the way it has come to the end and the way things have been handled recently, it is all too raw for me to reflect on immediately. But in the years to come, I will look back at this period of my life with nothing but joy and pride and be super happy with what I achieved. I want to thank all the managers I played under, but especially Marcelo Bielsa. I don't know where the club would be without the foundations he laid. I thought this was still part of the Instagram there, and then it just goes on to say fullback Isaac Smith and winger Largie Ramazani also spend the 25-26 season away from the club on loan. Schmidt has joined Bundesliga side Werder Bremen, while Ramazani will spend the rest of the season in Spain with Valencia. Stick your fingers up your ass and whistle your Barcelona. So there he goes. My man Bamford with his 3.215 goals per game ratio. Cheers, Bammy. Cheers, Lord Bamford. Many a video made out of Lord Bamford as well. Many a clickbait video achieved through Lord Bamford. It was easy pickings because he did bring the engagement, did Lord Bamford. But not that we do clickbait over here because we're too real over here, aren't we? But we do, don't we? We love the clickbait. So who's Largie? No non-entities. I'm on Paddy B Day. Exactly. Bamford has been a train wreck for us over the last 3 years, and hallelujah, he's gone. Get in. Well, thank you very much, MVG. You deserve it. What is interesting is, because Farke has obviously got his critics at the moment, and he always has had, but particularly the piling on past week because we got beat to one of the best teams in the world and then got beat on penalties to some shits, even though so did Man United, so did Sunderland, etc. But and it happens to us pretty much every year under any manager we've ever had. But whatever. You'd think that'd be you'd think everybody would be going, Farke is the man, he's getting rid of the dead wood, all this stuff that everybody sort of bangs and yangs on about and does the same old spiel about. And then it turns out nobody's really saying it, nobody's saying Farke can't do anything positive in anybody in some people's eyes, can he? BMG says, I've totally changed my mind on Peru lately. I think we should try and sell him and try and get an upgrade. Might be too late, but I'd do it. Definitely too late, BMG. I said, didn't I, my live watch along the other day when he missed that pen, I just thought, oh my God, he's going to have a shit season. And I'd really hoped, he's going to get a few chances in front of goal, which obviously he's going to still get some chances at the club. But I think Metcher and Calvert-Lewin are going to take over, truth be told, as the season goes on. So, even though Calvert-Lewin had a bit of a wobble other night. But having said that, somebody said he's got to find his feet. I thought, well, that's exactly what he's got to find. But he does, doesn't he? So just seen Bamford to re-sign with Leeds on a £25,000 a week on a 2-year deal. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it? Think we might revert back to the 4-2-3-1 with Buonetti. I've only seen him play 10. Well, they've been banging on about 10s, haven't they? And Voldemort keeps saying the only name he knows is Gus Heyman. That's where all this trash comes from. I really don't want us to do that. However, we're obviously some midfielders down now, aren't we? Losing Tanaka and Ampadu, and we said at the start of the season this was our strongest position, didn't we? So, I think the 10's a really, really, really difficult role. And I know, this young buck is meant to be, he's obviously spent time on loan from Leicester, Brighton. Obviously, don't want him. I don't mean that in a bad way, but out on loan, then they're willing to sell him. Talking about 20 million value out there. I don't know what the articles are saying in terms of how much we've offered, if there's any rumblings of that. But he does play in the 10 role or out wide right, really, doesn't he? So his most appearances in centre. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I really want us to stick with the 4-3-3. Just get Longstaff in there. Longstaff, Stack, and Ampadu, or Longstaff or Tanaka, Stack, and Ampadu. I know Ampadu and Tanaka are out, but I'd still go Gruev, Stack, and Longstaff on when it comes to Newcastle on Saturday. I'd just get the boyos in there and just stick with it. I want to stick with 4-3-3. I don't know. I think we'll end up messing about too much. Rich Walker's on my wavelength. I mean, I don't know if it guarantees relegation, but I think it's tough. Man Cub of the North. I don't recognise the name Man Cub of the North. Apologies if you are a long termer, if you're a day dotter. I had confidence after Stack and Beall, but now I'm come to terms we are going down. Fuck's sake. Thanks to Farke and Underwood's choices, Rami is better than Okafor, in my view, for left wing. Fucking hell. Well, you'd have to say that Okafor has played at a significantly better standard for significantly longer only than Ramazani. And he's been a talent. So has Ramazani, but only as a youngster. Nobody's really wanted Ramazani at any sort of point in his career. I don't think it always comes down to talent, does it? I do think the bloke must have, he's a bit of a playboy, must have a bit of a attitude problem, whatever that means. Some people don't want some people don't want all that he's giving it at promotion parties and that. And, ultimately we're undoing a Jack Grealish on it on a much higher level. Pep Guardiola, the reason why Grealish was getting nowhere near that side is he's a party womble, isn't he? Wants to party all the time, which I've got zero problem with. I'd want to hang around with him, but it's not really as a professional footballer. You shouldn't want to be hanging around with me, should you? Not that he wants to hang around with me, but I'd be up for hanging around with him just on the basis that he'll have loads of money and get all the sweet stuff in there, won't he? Dorothy. Bam Bam kept me sane in COVID. Thanks for all, Paddy. Agreed, mate. It was flying money that time, and then everybody came out. So it's only because there's no fucking fans in crowd. There's no fans in crowd. That's why he's able to do it. It's like, oh my God. Does it matter even if that is the case? Just love it. Just enjoy the 17 goals, the bangers, the Aston Villa hat trick, just the quick one-touch stuff. That goal that got disallowed. That I love that goal where I think he brings it down. Oh, no, that goal gets given. It's a brilliant finish. He takes it really quick. That one when he were on fine form. I think that's against Palace, that one that got, not when we turned to shit the year before. I think that was Palace, but I can't remember off the top of me. But that's a brilliant finish. I actually made a joke at the start of the season, and because they were on about some people were sending Paddy's. I don't know why I'm calling him Paddy myself now, but Lord Bamford's highlight reel around, and I actually tweeted saying, like, if you signed this player with this highlight reel, the fan base would be going absolutely wild, because it is an amazing highlight reel he's got, and it's all like Premier League teams in there as well, and like he scored against most of them, didn't he? Chelsea, as I say, loads more. He got 17 goals, so it's just like, I don't know. Prem proven. It's kind of on that Calvert-Lewin hype, isn't it? But obviously Calvert-Lewin's just a few years younger. If you'd have got him in, you'd have been like, well, if we can get him fit, there's a potential with him. He's just everybody's fallen out with Bamford, aren't they? And it probably, if he's going to be in under 21s, I suppose you've got to terminate his contract to some extent. I mean, there'll be a buyout that I would imagine Bamford's had to accept. But Bamford clearly seems like a type of lad that wants to go and play some football. So I hope he gets a relatively big move. I'd like him to, I don't know. They were on about America before the season started and how his wife were potentially up for. I don't know if it's his wife or his missus, but how she's potentially up for that and stuff. And I would like change of scenery for that lad, and he'd be mint abroad, wouldn't he? To be fair, he would be mint in America. I don't know. Maybe he could link up with Suarez and Messi, Busquets. That would be a dream come true, wouldn't it? For me and Lord Bamford. Bamford came back pre-season ripped, biceps told to leave. I know he definitely thought Farke, because Farke's always spoke very positively about him, hasn't he? And he definitely thought Farke would give him an opportunity, didn't he? And he's bombed him. So Richard Todd, Farke got to live and die by the sword, back the man until things change. Agreed, Richard Todd. Your boy Joe is not happy, Bunny Jack. 5 out of 10 for him in the window, apparently. Yeah, Joe will be saying that for certain. And then Joe, if we bring someone in next 2 days, he'll be saying it's 10 out of 10 the window. So Joe is the best man in many, many ways, but he's an impatient fellow. And I'm mellow, quite a chilled fellow, but he's Joe's not as patient. But he's right. I'm not saying it's not right because I disagree. It's 5 out of 10. So I think if we'd have got to this stage last year, the pre-season, if we'd have said that we'd be here, I think most people really, if you'd not seen how bad Be all looked other night and stuff, and Longstaff obviously missing penalty, not having best game other night, I thought Stack up out of his depth, to be honest, against Arsenal, but they all did, didn't they? So, Goodmanson's come in, looked all right, and so it's just, I don't know, it's a difficult task in it, and we've said before plenty of times that if you get 50% right in the window in terms of people that have come in, you've done quite well, haven't you? So I do think we've strengthened. I think it's stronger than a 5. We've been looking for that sprinkle on top, haven't we? And but if Okafor ends up being a Donny, if we'd have not brought anybody in, my point being, on Joe's behalf, for me, I'll have to have a chat about it to him. It should be a 6 or a 6.5 on the basis that if we'd have brought Okafor in before like today, surely that had raised it. My point being is, it was a 5 before Okafor got in here. Let's have it right. It wasn't lower than a 5 before Okafor got here. So that is a good signing. Whether or not he does it or not, I don't know. But it's an exciting signing, isn't it? We'll see what he gets up to. And again, it could come. You were rating the window now. Say we're rating it at a 5. I'm saying 6.5. And then if we get another player in, I think we could potentially be on a 7 to 8. We'll have to see how we get on in the season. But that's the point, isn't it? We're rating it blind now, and then you get into the season, and it's a different story, isn't it? So, because if Calvert-Lewin ends up getting his 15 goals, say, that's the best signing of the window, isn't it, for anybody? I don't care what's happened. So, yeah. What are your thoughts? Was it Farke or the 49ers that ousted Bamford? Well, don't get me started on Parag, Sly 2.0. Oh, honestly, Anthony, bish, absolutely sensational stuff on it. Straight in there, tearing it up, Man United. And that angry ginger were giving it big and on Twitter as well, like laughing at Leeds. Leeds are falling apart against. We got beat on penalties to Sheffield Wednesday in the shit game, and then they get legitimately dominated, didn't they? They got absolutely dominated. Keeper was saying on TalkSport today, it's a shame they didn't do them in 90 minutes because they had the ball in the net 4 times, didn't they? I mean, sweet baby Jesus. If you could smash a like for us, guys, we've got 91 in the room, but only 38 likes. So if you could smash that like button for us, guys, cozy on up to that like button and give it a good old nutting. Even if you've got to press it with your nose with phone, even if you've got I don't know what else you might have in your hands, you might have a beer and your jenk in your hand. So you could just go, although you couldn't do that. Depends how flexible you are, but just use whatever orifice or whatever pointer or whatever, your ear would be a difficult trick. And don't by accident, click the dislike button. All engagements, great engagement. So it gives this flying fluck, not me. AO says it will be interesting to see who signs Bamford and how many games and how many goals he'll score this season. He's going to be, I'm going to say to you now, AO, I'm going to, wherever he goes, he's going to be the first player that I'm actually going to follow, and I'm going to see how long I can follow him for before I'm bored, because I get bored of it. I tried to do it with Messi in America, and I still watch the highlights if it comes up. But I mean, that league's quite hard to follow anyway, and it's sort of like the game seems all over the shop, and obviously there's all different time zones and that, and it's like, fucking hell, they seem to play like 3 times in like a week, and then they don't play for like 10 weeks. It's like madness to me, and that's just an observation of nothing. But I tried to sort of see what Messi were getting up to, because all the rest, I mean, I just don't care. As soon as they leave Leeds, I just don't care. But I will try, for the purpose of the entertainment exercise, I'll try and keep up with where Bamford is at, and if he's got a start, if he's got a goal, let's get them goal tallies up. Joe Depp, I just can't see him dropping James from the team, so he's got to fit somewhere. It's a good shout. Dan James, as discussed previous, when we're up against it a bit, I know we were so bad against Arsenal, but the only time we actually got anywhere near sort of created a chance was when Dan James was breaking forward, and he can catch people out, can't he? So just with his rapid pace, and he does free Bogle up. And if anything we learned from the dross at Chef Wednesday is Bogle's the man, isn't he? So, it'd be good. It'd be a brilliant addition, wouldn't it? And everybody's banging on that, if we bring Solomon in, he's another left winger and we shit down right and stuff. So it'd be a good, exciting signing. And he's Argentinian, so who knows? He's only 20 years old, though, which, is mad. But Brighton know what they're doing with youngsters as well, don't they? And with players. So, yeah. I can't remember what. Did he get 9 goals or something? Has he got? He's got 9 goals in his Premier League. In 71 apps in Premier League, 9 goals, I think, 4 assists. He's nearly on that. He's nearly on that Bamford's goal per game. 3.445 he's got. Can't rule it out. Andy Rowe, I think there's too many knee-jerk reactions. Some fans are rather fickle. I do count myself occasionally being changeable. Tangible, aren't you? Bamford to Wrexham or Birmingham. The amount of Wrexhams we've heard about is, you can't fathom how many Wrexhams we've heard about, can you? 112 in room, guys, only 61 likes. Let's get them likes up. Cozy on up to that like button. AO says, how the fuck can Voldemort rate the window 5 out of 10 when we are not done yet? Let's go Monday. To be fair, I thought they said Joe. It was Joe that rated it 5 out of 10. Yeah, Joe rated it 5 out of 10, not Voldemort. Fuck Wrexham, says Mark B. Inclined to agree. Sly 2.0 says Aronson back in the 10. I've no doubt that's heaped in sarcasm. Terry, we haven't looked good at all in the 4-3-3 going forward, though. We are lacking goals. That is a fair synopsis. I would say that with my man, I'm going to say my man Metcher up top, I think we will be more of a force as a 3. I just think he gets about a bit more and he's a bit stronger up top. I don't think Paral Parisley was bad against Everton. I genuinely don't. I thought he was trying to be a goal scorer in that game. I know that sounds ridiculous, but when he had his back to goal, there was not much turning on it. It was lay it off, put it out wide, and get in between sticks. Try engineer a chance. And obviously didn't really get one. So I do think if he gets a chance, he'll put it in against anybody in the world. Peru, I think he's genuinely deadly in front of goal, but obviously chances are not something that we're creating a great deal of, apart from last 10 minutes against Chef Wednesday. Who knows? It'd be mad if them two agree. I'll be texting him. Yes, indeed, Andy Rowe. Yes, indeed. They've got Joe Linton out. They've got Tonali out. Gordon's obviously out with, what do you call it? With red card. It's looking more and more likely that Isaac's not going to be there because he's still kicking toys out at Pram. I thought he might be back on Saturday, but he's going all the way with it. He's kicking off to the nth degree. So 78 RPM, and that is why we have that Brighton kid coming. 10 is not a priority, but we will have sporadic use against some teams. Yeah, I think it's good as an option, isn't it? But I mean, that is where he's played the majority of his games, to be fair. But much of a muchness. I'd rather not piss around with number 10. Richard Todd, with 2 central midfielder injuries, should we take Calvin back on a free if City want to do Bamford on him? Well, I saw an article about that a couple of days ago saying that the surprise package with Calvin Phillips getting him back in, if Man City do just bomb him out of there, because really, where else? How else is he going to get out at club? And Man City definitely not going to use him this year, are they? So, I mean, I wouldn't take him at this point, but I'd take him for free. Why not? I don't think he can do any bad, can he? Like and subscribe, all leads out. It says War Piglet, thank you, dude. We've got 108 in room and only 71 likes. Cozy on up to that like button. Use any orifice you can to press that button. I think he'll start DCL on Saturday. I don't think he'll dare start him on Saturday, but again, it'd be better, wouldn't it? Just because he's a big unit. I'm not on about goal scoring or even being a goal threat, but in terms of being, the big boy up top, it's like Parizli is not that, is he? So, and every time Metch's come on, he puts it on someone a bit, and he'll throw his fucking elbows up. Lee Mitchell, have you never seen Harry Potter, mate? What about Everton, Terry? We didn't particularly create against Everton, though, did we? Just a penner. I don't know. I know no names. He is fired up. Yes, Mr. Whitesnake. Angry Mad Cow. Is he made an appearance? Yes, Mark B. I don't know what the current percentage is now, but thank you very much, dude. 120 in room, only 78 likes. Keep them likes floating in. The debate between Voldemort and Joe rating the 5 out of 10 is it's important. If I had the pulling power, I'd be getting Joe on now. I'd be like, Joe, get in here and tell me why it's 5 out of 10. Okafor seen once is worse than Largie, despite being only a year older and thus far having a career Largie can only dream of. I know people. This is the madness of the Largie love in it just constantly. It's like Largie can do no wrong, and anybody that comes in can't lace his boots. It's like there is a strong chance Okafor's significantly better than Largie. I mean, that much is obvious to me. Yes, Steve Morrison, what's good, brother? I believe your real name is Curtis, but I don't have my notes up. So let me know if I am right. But if I'm not, I will just I'll just say what your actual name is. But welcome. That goal in the cup, man. Wow, I know, War Piglet. Absolute boyo, wasn't he? West Coast Warlord. Instinct. An instinctive 45-yard volley. Some doing. We'll never know. A beauty. You beauty. That one in the cup was Puska's material on his chest and first time. But outrageous, mate. Outrageous. Ockenshield. Fantastic goal, says Mark B. Yes, Mimi, what's good? Is roller blunt in the house? We're boozing tonight. Get up. Yes, get up. Steve Morrison, I believe he's called Curtis. If we'd have signed a player from a relegated La Liga team with 3 goals, Ramazani, this summer, we'd have been going apoplectic. What a brilliant word as well, mate. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, 100%. You'd be, if you're hanging your hat on that player as well, can you imagine? Woohoo! Fucking hell. At least Okafor's come from a club where they are actually prospering, and they've had a decent manager and what have you. In a genuinely decent league, not that to be fair, not that La Liga isn't. Trouble with DCL highlight reels. They're in grainy black and white. He's only 28. What's that based on? Roller Blunt, yes, skids up. I'm late this week. Hope you're all good, bro. Missed you last week. Was moving home, so excited. Are you worried now? Still excited, brother. I'm more interested to know where you've moved to and if the moving went swimmingly well, because I know moving can be beyond a ball ache. It can be a heinous, hideous thing to have to bear with, and so I feel you. My mum went through a patch of moving house, I would say, every 6 months, and or certainly after 6 months, you knew the next move was on the cards. And I just remember just having to hire that big Luton every time and just mauling these horrendously heavy cupboards around, and knowing that it's going to take a good day and a half, and you just with brother, which is nice to be with brother, but I'd rather just spend some time with my brother really, as opposed to being like, and there's always a bit of an argument, and it's serious, isn't it, when you're breaking a sweat to not actually damage this ornament that weighs more than 4 times your body weight, and you're dragging it about. It's like, fucking hell, and then you just think, while you're doing it, you think, how much would it been to get a removal guy? 100 quid. Now, I don't have 100 quid to just sort of launch around willy-nilly, but if we all chipped in, obviously not the chat, but if my brother, I've got 2 brothers, that's 33 quid. Don't know, I could ring around a few mates and just go, hey lads, give us a tenner, would you? I can't do this move. But we don't. And then only during do you go, oh, I'm never doing this again. Steve Morrison just had a holiday of a lifetime tour in America. Might be relevant to this chat. I don't care. That is not irrelevant, Steve Morrison, Mr. Curtis. It can't be irrelevant because this is the Underlap brother. I'm surprised we're only talking about Leeds because it's Bamford'S leaving do tonight. In fact, can I change the name of the stream? I might call it Bamford'S leaving do. Yeah, I can change it. Bamford'S leaving do. Bamford'S leaving do. I think that's about right, isn't it? We might get him on. He's partial to a podcast, isn't he? So who knows? He might jump in. Bamford'S leaving do. Yates up. Thoughts on Werner? I won't want him. Is that been rumbled about BMG? I know he gets a lot of stick, but I'll probably take Werner. I've always sort of liked him, even though I know he's never done it in Prem. And then when he went to Tottenham, I thought, I bet he's decent. He's an absolute motor, and he really can get about, but he's just his finishing's been bad, Tash. But when he were in, I can't remember where he were at Germany, but he was banging goals in, wasn't he? That's obviously why Chelsea signed him. But Sophie plays, welcome. If we beat Newcastle, Joe will have us back in Champions League players contention. I'm not ruling it out, even if we don't beat Newcastle. I'm joking. Bamford. This one's for Patrick, not Bamford. Thank you, Patrick, for everything. You was, for a long, long time, my favourite footballer at the club. You and Click, my favourite footballers during them times. Rival. I just thought Bamford was respected by the club, but it doesn't seem he has been going by what he says. It's a weird one, though, isn't it, man? If Farke wants him out and he's on some decent wages and he's not going to play, I understand that, you could give him a see-off and stuff, but it's big boy shit, innit? If he's got a year left and he's not willing to, I don't know. We don't know the details, do we? It also, terminating his contract will also free him up to clubs he can actually go to, won't it? Because that gives him a lot more options. Because say if Leeds United wanted 10 million for him, 5 million, 7, well, it's got to be 5 million. He got 5 million for Greenwood, and he can't. I mean, he's allegedly a set piece specialist, but I think that's a myth. We'll have to get the myth buster on, actually, but we don't have the pulling power to get the myth buster on. BMG says the window rating is like that Winvies in cricket. I didn't think I knew what it was. 1 wicket and the odds flip in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'm not a cricket man, but I can imagine. 78 RPM. Joe's channel has depressed me more than performances this week. So depressive watching any of them streams. Come on, 78 RPM. Joe's the boy. Mr. Whitesnake, 5 out of 10, just a week or so to go, peeps. We're saying we're having a good window. We're having a good window thus far, and there's still some time. Curtis chose to reaction from me, unsubscribe from. Get subscribed, Steve Morrison, Mr. Curtis. Joe's the GOAT. So I'm the GOAT. I give people hope. I make people feel like they're rich when they're broke. Rizel, Ari, the window. We had a great start to the window. It's been a dump. Sorry, dude. It's been a damp squid for 3 weeks or so. Time to go. We need 3 in for 8 or 9. There won't be 3 more coming in now. I don't really know what more other than getting that bit of starlight up top or out wide we now need. How can it be a 5 when we've literally got players in every single position? And we've got the keeper allegedly sorted. It turns out Perry's shit. Justin back up. Potentially people are saying that he's better than Bogle. I think Bogle's the absolute boyo. Beal comes in at centre back. That granted, he looked terrible overnight. That Bornow, granted, looked terrible overnight. Goodmanson, good. Longstaff, Premier League. Stack could be a ball. Like when I say could be a baller, I mean it as in he'll be a good Premier League player, but he could be a baller. You know, he could be on that level. Okafor, exciting. Calvert-Lewin, bit of a gamble, but not bad. Do you know what I mean? A good, even though he missed them chances, it's good. I don't know. And then if we bring another one in, if we bring this young kid in, Warner yet, and then bring Solomon back, we've got new players in every single position, haven't we? I don't really know what more we can do apart from bring Joe Rothwell back and just turn into set piece mania, or Greenwood back for the Mythbuster. Man Club of the North. It's a 5 out of 10 for me now. No big sales, but Facundo brings it to a 7 for me. It's about maintaining it, innit? It's like an erection. If it just collapses, it can be stunning initially, for a woman. I'm sure I'm not on about other people's, but it's that mine always stuns me. But if it just collapses, you never miss a good thing till it's gone, do you? So it's and you want it to be there for a while, don't you? While ever you're playing with it. So we started quite well, didn't we? And then it's gone flaccid, and then we've got a bit of a bone or a semi on, and then we're in this position again where we're going flaccid. But in reality, I think it's been a decent. It's been better than 5. 5's too harsh. 5's too harsh. Roller Blunt, we definitely need a 10 though, just for when we need to change from a flat 3 midfield. Yeah, I mean, if we do bring Boniato in, he is a 10, isn't he, ultimately, but I think he'll play him out wide right. And don't forget Aronson. Also, I'm going to add Harrison into that, just so that when I get to the bottom of it, I'll get pelters. But I'll add Harrison in as basically a signing. So if we bring Solomon and another one, and this Boniato in, it's as strong as a squad as we could have hoped for, surely, in pre-season. Where's the weak link from the Championship other than now Gruever, we're sort of like, he's getting pelters? Where would be the weak link? We've changed everybody else, potentially. So I don't know. I don't really know what more we could have done apart from made the Sunderland signings, which is going really well for them, and it getting beat to Burnley with that window, proving that windows are for looking through. I fell out with Sunderland a couple of weeks ago. I've always sort of like wanted them to do all right, and I wanted them to go up. And then for some reason, all these Sunderland fans turned up to the channel a few weeks ago, and they were like, "I like Leeds, but I don't like you." I'm like, "Fucking hell, you Voldemort in disguise." Sensational stuff. There's 116 in the room, only 96 likes, guys. We could get them likes up. Keep it bubbling, keep it jubbly. You know what I mean? Jubbly jingly, jingle jangle, dingly dangle. You look fit from every angle. Peacock feather, furthy duck. You look down for a right good fuck. That's not mine, but it's half a funny video. So I added my own twist to it, Louis Walsh style. But Goodmanson struggling against Arsenal, 15-year-old. Wanting to give the pen away. In fairness, it was Stack, but and I don't think he did struggle against him. I thought that 15-year-old were. I'm sure he'd be a player. I thought it was a giant lot of hype going on, and commentator was so all over it. He was so desperate for him to put it in top bin or something, wasn't he? So that it could be like part of his history. Would not shut up about him. Jesus. Agreed for Jack for a newly promoted team. So far, our signing has been 7 out of 10. Let's see what happens on Monday. Exactly, man. But again, if we bring someone in, because I'm saying 6.5 to 7. If we bring someone in, it depending on who it is, it can only go really to an 8. Because you can't have a 10. We've had this with chicks before, haven't we? But there's no 10. 10's unattainable. 10 don't exist. So 9 becomes 10. Then 8 becomes 9. 7 becomes 8, and so on and so forth. So if we have a 7 out of 10 window, really, is that 10 out of 10? Work that one out. Richard Todd, Jack, you can't just fetch 10, 11 players in and ask them to be a team. Give them 6 or 7 games to see if they can gel together. Agreed, Richard Todd. I'm all in on that, brother. MVG, the only uplifting thing to come out of Joe's stream this week has been catching Enar in the chat. He's always in the wings, brother. He's always in the wings. We know this. 78 RPM. A week ago, signings were great. Now they are all pony. I do not roll with that. That's where I'm living, 78 PM. That's what I'm saying. 78 PM, 78 RPM. Michael, welcome. Parag, I heard he's upset about Largie. You don't piss off Parag. Do not make that man step in. Do not make that man step in. Less of the nose jokes, JT. Apologies, I didn't realise yours were massive. But it'll work, won't it, on that like button? You're like a fucking woodpecker on like button, mate. Get up. Dathy or Conhele. Window not closed. Few lads needing minutes. Need a few games to settle. I'm 50 years old. I'm 50 years in and I'm buzzing for this. Don't get the panic at all. I agree, brother. We just got to you got to wait it out, you know. And because the starting 11 is not necessarily the starting 11 that will be 8 games in, we will know. I mean, granted, it's a bit frustrating because we've lost Tanaka and Ampadu, but you know, there's probably a few gestures coming from Farke to the other players. And everybody gets raggy about this when the new player comes in and he then has to start. He's the new man about town and he's the new bollocks on the block. And you don't play him, and it's like, well, no, because you really, and I'm not, you know, you go, oh no, you can't. We've got no time for fucking sentimental FC, sentimental FC. Got no time for it. But ultimately, you know, for the other players to think they've got an opportunity to get in, and then for the player coming in not to just think he's the nuts and go, well, these lot of shit because I'm straight inside. You've got to give it at least 2 or 3 games, haven't you, before you bomb them. Tap twice on the phone screen to like. I'm not sure if that works on YouTube, Mr. Whitesnake, but I certainly hope it does. Steve Morrison, who I do believe is called Curtis. If Farke who hates, it's Farke who hates Ramazani, always has been. I think he's probably a ball bag though, dude. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much, Carl Pearson, for using a mushroom with my button mushroom. Jenk. That's a new one. I prefer Chiz. Chiz. I'm going to try crack on here, boys, because I'm fucking well behind data. I hope he goes to Wrexham or Birmingham. Yeah, I don't. I want him to go to America. James just looks shit, says Terry. Scathing. Anthony Callery, I think he rates the window 5 because we don't have a marquee sign. In my opinion, we've strengthened the back 4 and midfield. Yeah, I don't know what a marquee signing means, though. I think you just got to throw 40 million at someone to be a marquee signing. Rodrigo were a marquee signing, wasn't he? Oh, fucking hell. Like cats. Cats and dogs. But, you know, that didn't work out well for me, so. Both clubs don't need strikers. Wrexham have Kiefer Moore. Oh, Wrexham go back down where they belong, Mark B. No fucking mercy off Mark B there. We love it, mate. No mercy. Bogle, Nonto, Cook together in pre-season, right? But they do. Don't matter who Bogle's with. If it's James, he changes his game. If it's Nonto, he changes his game. Bogle knows what day it is, man. He's a boyo. Pat being good for us until his foot injury. That snapped Pat up. Yeah, he's been terribly injury prone, hasn't he? Any squad fetching 10, 11 players in and asking them to be a team is tough. Give Farke 7 or 8 games, then judge him. That's what he'll get. He'll get 10 games, and then we'll be having a look where we're at. Paul Bamford gone now, so we can see another striker coming in. Can you imagine? Ayo says, with Amps and Tanaka out, I think Stack should play in Amps' role and have Longstaff further upfield. I don't know if he trusts Stack. I ain't got time to fully go over this, Ayo, because I want to catch up on the comments because I'm half an hour behind. But I don't think he trusts Stack in there. He didn't even have a look, did he, at weekend when we were against Wednesday? Didn't really have it. Not that he don't trust him. I don't mean it like that, but he obviously wants him further forward. But I don't know. It's an interesting one though, Ayo. That yes, Flowers in the building. Get up. And he's not fickle. He's always the same. Now we have risen a league. Aronson and Harrison. Why does Harrison get blagged into this all the time? Anybody mentions like Aronson or like Byram, it's like, get me fucking you got that Harrison. Like, fucking hell, man. I'm just saying like Aronson's maybe not. What about Harrison? Fuck. He's a break, man. What do you think of Farke's comments regarding the Arsenal game? I don't know, Rich Walker. I don't really know. I don't know. Chef Wednesday one were a weird one as well. I don't know. What's he meant to say though, man? I don't know. He's trying to keep the cool, keep the calm, and we need to remember that as well as fans. I honestly do believe that. I'm going to skip forward a bit, boys. I'm ever so sorry. Buendia is the gift that keeps on giving. Yes, Jaggy Babs. What's good, brother? Gutted Bam Bam has gone. Feel like I've just been dumped. Yeah, it was on the cards, wasn't it? It's like when you do get dumped, you realise that you was always going to get dumped, but you'd been ignoring it for a while, and then you go, I know he's been getting pelters on. Aaron's has. I know, Julie. I'm getting down to it. I'm getting around to it. It's a massive game for your man Longstaff jacket. In half, Richard Todd. We must remember that we're close to a 25-man limit. It's more or less 1 in and 1 out, which also means that under 21's Buaninot is vital. Joe's live in 30 minutes. I'll be collapsing in 10 minutes then, won't I? You'll all be pissing off and leave me. You'll all ghost me, won't you? Just as I've caught up with comments, you'll all just fucking do one. And I'll be left here like Bamford's left me again. No, it's a weird one, that, isn't it, Dick Dastardly? Okafor has looked underwhelming so far and he's injured. Give him time. Enar in the building. Better stats than Aronson last 2 seasons. I was trying to... Enar moves in the shadows. Yes, he does. I was trying to get Grok to say that Harrison was better than Pablo Hernandez the other day, and he actually said, because I was saying like in one word, and he said Harrison, and I fucking screenshotted it, and then I realised that I'd misspelt something, but I wanted to upload it. Moving does suck. Yes, Michael. Yes, indeed. Yes, Danny Bowden. What's good, brother? I'm well behind, man. You've probably gone to Joe's now already, but Joe's going to be nicking him. I bet our fans sing Jimmy Savile's Shag Danton Deck. Understood. Love it, John LUFC, Garside. Mimi, yes. Pain in the absolute arse moving house. Don't recommend. You should have seen him with the fridge freezer there. Kicked it up with his foot and just carried it out like it was made of cardboard. So what you got to do, Mimi, you can't go down in front of the chick. Roller Blunt will have been like, yeah. No, just fucking, it's like water off a duck's back. It's only a fridge freezer, man. Fucking hell. Anyways, best part of half a ton or something. Bother me. That is not true, BMG, unfortunately, but that would have been something. And I've dealt with draw out from this, so it's not. This is not my job, is it? It's not my career, unfortunately. You know, comparing Bamford's volley against your bowlers, Bamford was harder and on the turn. Abstract digital recordings. Get up here for fucking Bamford's leaving do. Love it. Bamford's leaving do. Give it up. Leipzig. I'd rather have a Werther's original than Timo Werner. That's mint, man. I like stuff like that. I like the randomness of it. I've got a receiving airline because of Bamford. You can't blame him for that, mate. We're all on the withdraw. He was a quality servant, let's be honest. Would probably have Champ League medals if he didn't get injured so much. So long, Pat. Roller blunt, you'll get pelleters in there, but I'm all over it. Thank you, Carl Pearson. I appreciate that, man. Truly, I do. I'm not the GOAT, though, but I appreciate it, brother. I'm desperate trying to catch up because I'm conscious that in 9 minutes you're all going to go to the real GOAT in the room. Okafor is a left winger. Why bring Solomon back? The more options we've got, the better, man. And if we become reliant on a certain winger and one of them gets injured or something, it's over. We're in bad shape. I was joking about Rothwell, Michael. Rangers just lost 9-0. I thought it was 9-1 on aggregate, but yeah, I'll take your point. It was a joke for Rothwell, man. 5 out of 10 erection for Leeds. Did we sign a lad from Leicester a couple of days ago? We're raiding Leicester's piggy bank. We spent an awful lot of money on 2 players, if you ask me. Stack and Goodman, St. Rest and Meh. Don't leave my man Longstaff out of it, Danny Bowden. I'd say get Lasaga back. I'd say Pat is just frustrated because he feels great and strong. His journey has been lucky. Hasn't been lucky. Loved the way he led the line. Yeah, it was all over centre house. He was a good big man up top, money. But I agree. He definitely came back strong, didn't he? But I asked Locks if Leicester would take Aronson, and he said he would in a heartbeat right now. Yeah. Oh, Mimi, get up from me and Roller. Have a bevy on us. Thank you very much, Mimi. Roller Blunt. I hope you're relaxing, having your namesake and a beer from and particularly you, Roller Blunt, if you've had a fridge on your foot. A fridge freezer, to be absolutely precise. And hopefully, you didn't try to do that thing where you leave everything in it and think, well, we'll just fucking shift it as it is. No. Not that you do that with food, because obviously you make sure. But well, maybe you think this will stay frozen for long enough. Leave that 2-year-old gammon in there that I bought on reduced aisle. Thought, stick it in freezer. I'll have that in and then you read fucking. You eat back of it and it says, oh, you've got to thaw it out for 24 hours or whatever. And then you start panicking because it's pork. And then we start talking about sausages again, like we did in the live stream the other day in the watch along, because we're talking about pork sausages. And you got that piece of pork and you think, if I've got to let it thaw out for 24 hours, I'm just not going to eat it. Because once it's thawed out, I'll be scared of it. And I don't put it in microwave because it's pork to warm it up to unthaw it. And then, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, Mimi. It's not worth it, Roller Blunt. Smash them likes. Quick shout out to Legendary MVG for the $5 and Mimi, your absolute West Coast Warlords. I appreciate every which one here as well. But thank you guys. And now every time I do that, I've fucking lost where I am. I'm back. Smash those like War Piglet. What we're on 115. We've got 130 in room. We can do better than that. Cozy on up to it, boys and girls. Boys, Mimi, Bob, and Julie. Hey, Julie. We know you're loving you. Julie. How far off am I catching up? Oh, I'm only fucking 10 minutes off. It's mint when Grealish is wank. Grealish is decent. He played well the other night as well. Not that I give a shit about that. See, when you talk, it's good because then I feel like you're just having a chat. I mean, it's good anyway. It's great. It's great stuff. The tapping twice on the phone screen to like works on Ira's lives. Love it. Tap that. Team Yvonne, Team you. In Farke, we trust Andrew O'Fair. Love it. Get up. Angry, very angry mad Gavin Harrison. Gruev is not exciting, but he does most things right. Slow as but steady. Yeah, he'll be all right. We were never gonna get. You're not gonna get Gruev again, are you? That sounds ridiculous, but you're not gonna get a Gruev to come and sit on the bench and be like the fifth centre midfielder at the club, are you? So really, for where we're at, unless you're looking to replace Ampadu, Gruev's about as good as a number 2 as we'd be able to get, really, because you're just buying something similar to Gruev. It's better the devil you know sometimes, isn't it, boys? Farke watch Solskjaer just being sacked. Man U fans are going online saying get Solskjaer back over to Man United. It's fucking wild world. Although I do think Amarin's shit, though, having said that. I think Farke's under 21 comment was aimed at the players. Yeah, I think he does that a lot, Ina, where he'll say something. And it's like a call out. I think he did it with the attacking players, even though I think he wants some attackers, obviously, and he's been on about a 10 for a while now and stuff. But I think he does that quite a lot, and it is a call out to the players, like, you're going to step up and actually prove that you should be starting, because I'm looking at new players in your position here because you're not doing the business. And this is a business. It's a business. BMG, Gruev has done naught wrong yet, except holding on to it for too long. For the second goal at Arsenal, he'll learn from that. Yeah, and I thought he was a little bit unlucky in that as well. He was doing that thing where he like jabbers with his legs, doesn't he? Before he passes, he goes with his feet, which means nothing. I'm just an observation. But he does that bit when he runs as well. That's why it looks like he's not getting anywhere. And to be honest, most of the time he's not. Michael, Wednesday conference was so bad. Not like we played the under-21s. You literally did, Danielle. In fact, one was too young to wear the kit sponsor. Fucking hell. We still have a spot for one grown-up geezer. Joe's nightly wind up. Don't be promoting him. Dinner ideas, Mark B. Want some dinner ideas, boys? Domino's Pizza, I love it. If Farke doesn't adapt to the Premier League, he'll be sacked. Yeah, I think he'll just go ahead. Don't get me started on these undercooked sausages again. Chicken Alfredo. Do a redirect, Jackie. What? He doesn't need me, Anthony. He doesn't need me. Danny Bowden, tickle that like for our Jack. Love it, mate. Thank you very much, Danny. The boyo. I'll still be here as I don't want to cry myself to sleep again tonight. I'm going nowhere, JackCity. Pizza with Alfredo and raw sausages. Sounds delicious. Thanks, boys. Get them raw sausages in and on and over here and up and down that fucking... Well, no, it'd be down and up that gullet. Like, I think if you just, like hot dog them where you go like... and just sort of inhale them, I think that's probably worse, to be honest, but... that'll just be like full, like you won't even mash it up. Although the idea of chewing on like a raw dog in a sausage is like, they're so like, I mean, I like sausages, but eating a raw one, they're so like mushy, aren't they? Wonder if Newcastle play the new striker on Saturday. He's 10 foot tall. Yeah, they're on about him today on Sky Sports News and on Talk Sport, because I've been driving for 12 hours today. I'm fucked. And saying is it like moulded after Isak? He's like 6'5" or whatever he is. I don't know how tall Isak is. I know he's a bit gangly, isn't he? But he's not. How tall's Isak? 1.9 meters. We want that in foot, don't we? Feet. 6'2", to be fair. He's a big boy, yeah. But he's not 6'5". We're getting into realms of daftness there, aren't we? Evening all, yes, baby Bremner. What's good, brother? What's happening? What's popping? Alfredo's raw sausages, raw dogging. That's where I'm living, me mate. Respect it, Roller Blunt. I respect it, brother. That's where you've got to be. Don't take all out of it. It's like, what's point? Keep it in. We're only going to put it back in when we get there. And plus, you're getting close to that raw fucking sausage, aren't you, at that point? You don't want to see the raw sausages out in that hot car. Keep it in the fridge where it was once cold. Can't believe Farke's comments about the Arsenal game. Is everyone in denial? No. Yes, MVG. Legendary MVG. 1, 2, 3. It's MVG. The bloke's legendary. Get up, MVG. Getting the applause he so rightly deserves. MVG up in the building. Shout out to legendary MVG, Mimi, and legendary MVG yet again. Badger. We're on a Badger train here. Good luck, Pat. That goal against Peterborough was world class. Out of this world. MVG's a legend. Yes, you are. Right, you are. Get them badges over here. Danny Bowden. Yeah, we'd struggle to get someone in. Let's get a poll going on. Why do you hate elephants? Oh my god, it was an elephant. You've done me, diddled me. I'm going to class him as an elephant, though. Even though I think he's a hippo and everybody thinks he's a walrus. But is he an Eggman? That's the question on everybody's lips, isn't it, really? Take it easy, BMG. Thank you, dude. Cheers for chowing in. I've since I got back from Leeds first, Danny, I had a Chinese on the Monday night, and then because when I'm really hungover or I've had like serious amount of drinks over the said weekend, like if I've been at a stag do or if I'm not all there, when I eat, although I know it's tasty, it has no. I'm never full. I'm never hungry. I know I'm hungry, but I'm never full. So I know I'm hungry, but I'm never full. I know I don't need to eat if I'm full, but I'm not full. I don't process it. It feels like it's not my body that it's going into. So I tend to then really crave it the day after. So I say on the Monday night, we've got a Chinese. On the Tuesday night, I want to be able to taste it this time. So we need to get it again and then have it again. And then I have the taste and then I have the fullness. And I'm like, right, now I get it. The worst one's an Indian. When we go for Indian after I've been on session or something for a weekend, it's the worst thing. So I'm like, I know this is nice and I know I should be able to taste it. It's probably red hot, probably spicy as fuck. And I just can't process it. It's like it's not my body. Out of body experience with a Chinese in my living room. Fucking hell. What manager says he wouldn't change a thing after losing 5-0 to Arsenal? Me. Roller Blunt, you know how many are going on international duty? We have had a fair few new arrivals. More time to settle, the better. I can't be asked with international break. Amarine says he's going to get Man United's problems sorted, didn't he, during international break? Prefer the proper Cumberland sausage, Miss Sen. Yeah, I don't mind a Cumberland sausage, and they tend to be like nearly on the verge of being circular, don't they? Mr. Whitesnake, we are 1 win and 1 loss. The performances in the last 2 games were not acceptable. There is still a long road ahead, and we need to band together and believe. We can't. You get that badger over here, baby Bremner. We cannot. Panic as a fan base. It does not help, honestly. It has to be settled to some extent, because I don't know if the players start to think we're already on at them, and Farke, I mean, I don't nearly said fuck Farke then, but Farke will just have to get over it. But in terms of players and that, you don't want the narrative to build. I genuinely think I mean this for the first time ever on Thursday night of saying something that I mean. That's obviously a joke. Everything I mean, I say. Everything I say, I don't mean. I mean, I say it. I meant to say it. I can't now remember what I was saying. Fucking hell, I was just saying that everything. First thing I've ever said that I mean, and I can't remember what I was saying. That's a madness. I can't remember what I was saying. That's terrifying. Yeah, the players to think there's a narrative building and the actual fan base is like, get him out. You players are all right. We need him out and we need to set up different. We need Sean Dyche. Because I tell you what, when Sean Dyche gets here, Tanaka won't like playing football. Longstaff won't want to be playing football. Fucking Stack won't want it. You know, they're all banging on about Farke that he's not the man. And, you know, they'll want to play a certain type of football. They want that, even if they're using it as a stepping stone. I mean, Longstaff, I think he'll want to be, you know, gone from a Newcastle warlord to a Leeds warlord. But yeah, nobody do it how he does it. If you don't know by now, you never knew. Fan tastes. I've been trying to work out how to say that, but I've realised that I never normally care. Jed and Charlie C are thriving at their new clubs. I bet Largie will too. You can thank Daniel for that. Are you on about Jed Spence, dude? Is that what you're rating Farke on? Jed Spence? That bloke that wore a fucking balaclava to a charity match or whatever it was. Jed Spence got in the Tottenham side as well because Big Ange, you know, is he thriving in that? How many games did they lose? 22, whatever it was. Fucking hell. It's more games than we lost without him. Well, more games than we lost full stop, but hey, my man needs a poll, doesn't he? Come on, let's think of a poll. Bamford or Calvert-Lewin. Fuck it. Oh, I'm doing it wrong way around. Which? Lord Bamford. Or Calvert-Lewin. Or should we'll put a joke in there. The wall, hip, hop, Thomas, too much. There we go. You got your poll, mate. That's meant to say like the wall, hip, hop, pot. So like that one's for Roller Blunt. So hip, hop, pot, and much. So I do all them things much, but obviously it's hippopotamus. I just said it wrong. But obviously it's a hippopotamus. Fucking hell. Mr. Whitesnake getting the love he's so right it deserves. Andrew Thompson only just caught up with this Bamford news. I think this has been handled really poorly by Farke. Been a legend off to the under-21s like that time. Our man Parag step in. I'm surprised Parag didn't step in. Some say that Parag never stepped out. So Stack is 6'5", so he is. Yeah, he's a warlord and he's a beast. Did you take the Johnny off the sausage before you eat the meat? No, just straight in oven for me. War Piglet. MVG. I really do hope you're 6'7", big man. Beard Meats Food. He's always at this studio block in Wakefield. A large portion of big German sausage. Ja. 9. Achtung. Silence. Get up. Domination. Yes, Jules D. What's popping? Mimi said the husband informed me that the hippo walrus on the wall behind you resembles his mother, my mother-in-law. Worst thing is about it, I see it. If it wasn't so finely poised on a nail that I just got in far enough into the wall on the little hooks, it's surprisingly heavy. It's made of felt. I don't know if felt's heavy, but he's surprisingly heavy, and it's not all made of felt. Is it felt? But the stuff in him is not felt. I mean, I don't know. I've never looked inside of him. But my point being is, I bring him over, but I don't think I'd ever get him back on wall, and then, you know, we're entering back into like the hammer and the nail jokes. Yeah. We got some right yos going on. The hip hop potamus. Hippopotamus, how's he getting on in chat here? Oh, he's dominating. He's absolutely dominating. 42 votes. Piggy Badger. The hippopotamus. I was that pissed one night. I was sure you had a rhino on your wall. I'll take a rhino. I'm just something about, I'm uncomfortable with him being a walrus. That's the next one, AO. That is the next one. Hip hop ridiculia. I definitely can't do that. Hip pod. Okay, I can't do that. I like it though. Do you remember Hocus Pocus? No, mate. This is already sparking serious conversation. This correct answer is Italian. Too much. Yes, JT. I hope you're still here for my goodbye, JT. Thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, badger. When I first went on Joe's show, I was well embarrassed because a few people came on and were like, "Oh, just kept putting badger," and he said, "Oh, why are people putting badger in chat and all that?" Oh, I think that's me, but I think he thought I'd sent everybody over like, "Going here, just stick a badger in chat, will you? Stick us a badger in his chat, will you?" Linda Hunter, what's good? Joe said 5 if we don't get more than 1 in before the window closes, but was happier when the news came through about today's new bit and still 1 place for registration as lad is only 20. 5's too harsh for me, but yeah, 6.5. Get up. JT getting the acknowledgement he so rightly deserves. The real JT. Keep me out of that though, Mr. Whitesnake. I don't want that fucking beef to reignite. Is that a broccoli, Jules D? Pat Dunn. No way. What you saying, Pat Dunn? Thank you, man. Absolute warlords, you guys. Honest to Christ. I just realised I've not wrote down Pat Dunn, Mimi and Roller Blunt, and Legendary MVG. Might have to. Somebody needs to call out for just quickly just to run through. Chat to Legendary MVG, Mimi, MVG again for handing their memberships out like Santa Claus, and shout out to Pat Dunn and also Roller Blunt because it's a joint. It's a joint. The irony, Roller Blunt. Yeah, somebody needs to reach out to Mingy. Where's Mingy at? In 1990, Harry Redknapp had a car accident in Italy. He can't taste his food now. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but are you getting out of here, Danny Bowden? Cheers, brother. Take easy, man. Take easy, man. 2's on your broccoli. Exactly, man. Oh, shit. Has my fucking internet kicked out? Are we still live, boys? Boys, Bob and Julie and Mimi. Oh, is she fucking about with my fucking Wi-Fi? Are we still going, guys? It's just had a wobble on me. Sam Allardyce says Arthur Bushby. Is Arse Ripper leaving as well? Are we losing Arse Ripper? Arse Ripper's not leaving, is he? Love it at 78 RPM. Back the man mountain. The facker. Yeah! Dijeb Spence. We're having it, Roller Blunt. Let's end this pole over up in this bitch. The wall hip hop pot you much as dictate. 51 votes. He's got 47% of the vote. Calvert-Lewin's got 27%, and Lord Bamford on the day of his leaving do has got 27. Has got 25% of the vote. What a crying shame. Start the poll. Top half. Top half, middle, bottom three. Oh, no, I won't put a joke, because then everybody will vote for a joke, and then we don't get an actual reflection of it. Finish him. No, fuck off. Oh, you pleb. Top half, middle, bottom three. Get stuck up into that. There you go, Ayo. We're having fucking polls for days here. Or polls. Do you call them a poll? Well, texting, because I've been driving for the past few days, and text my manager saying, do I have to worry about the polls? No, is it a toll? Yeah. So I texted him saying, do I have to worry about the polls? The polls. And they were like, what do you mean? Do you have to worry about? And I was like, the polls, like the polls. The polls. And so he just rung me and he was like, do you mean tolls? Like the tolls. And I said the toll. I can't remember what he said, but basically I was saying the polls, and I thought, you're not live, Jackie boy. Sort your mind out, brother. The Farke out brigade, Mark Bradley's in and on and over here. Said last year we have the best squad and Farke cannot fail. What is the theory this season? Well, the theory is this season that the squad isn't good enough, and neither is Farke, so they're all just shit for leather, aren't they? Finish. Don't be dissing. Completely undeliberate, Danny Bowden. Trying to learn how to spell again. Get your votes in there, guys. How we're looking for likes as well. We've got 130 in room and 140 likes. And I know some of you are new to this game. So get Cohesion up to that like button, boys. And Bob and Julie and Mimi. Bring back Bamford Arthur. Get up. Flight of the Conchords reference, Badger. It's lost me, that. It's lost me. Is it a film? Behave, Telly Halkias. Love Paddy, but I'm back in DCL to return to his best. I presume you mean DCL, not CDL. I don't mind either way. B-Rock Beats, get up. That's a new one. Like a full rind sausage. I don't know what's going on. I know you're on about Summit, but the Flight of the Conchords, I can only presume. Pottermus gets my vote. Geared up. A fit Bamford is better than CDL. Ever will be. Let's go the Hippo. Metro is better than DCL, and we'll prove it this season. I think Metro is going to be decent, I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my fingers. I can feel it in my plums. You two, there's plenty of broccoli to go around. Badger. Hip hop silence. Hip hop silence. Hip hop tomato silence. Sweaty kebab sounds horrendous. Blah. It depends, doesn't it? Depends where you're at, Roller Blunt. If you've had a few, fucking dangling it in, like, wants to have sex with me now, like, oh, chili sauce, Then the all hallucinations at night. You wake up feeling like shit, and you're like, it were that kebab, it were that fucking pig I had last night. And then in reality, it's the 12 pints, but you that kebab. Oh, that kebab's repeating on me. I feel like shit. I've just got no energy. It's a kebab. Bizzed. I've received a tweet from Ina about the flights of the Concorde. Let's get over him. Oh, it's something to do with the hippopotamus. Is it a track, Ina? I'm about to get copyright struck.
I'm the motherfucking rhinoceros. My piece of fat, the buzz around my back, and I'm horny. If you choose to proceed, you will need concede. Kiss, I hit you with my flow, the wild rhyme will stampede. I'm not.
I'll be definitely checking that out, Ina. Of that, there's absolutely no doubt. We're checking that out. Borderline right up my street, though. I got the hippopotamus and the sappiness. Nobody ran. My rhymes are bottomless. Love it. Where have you come from, B-Rock Beats, as well? Love it. 78 RPM. So what you saying, Jack? You want us all to go to Joe's and put badges in the chat? How many? No. Do not do that. I meant when I first went on the show, RPM. It shouldn't be going live when I'm live. Anyway, we should have like a, there should be a mutual friend agreement where Joe should just leave this Thursday afternoon, this Thursday evening. You should just shoo along, shimmy on along, shouldn't he? Get off my patch, get out my zone. It's the only time we can pretty much guarantee alive. And he's all up in this bitch. Get up, Mark's Mighty Whites. Are you the original Stig? Change your name, brother. Hey up, Jack, old lad. You want slush again, eh? Yes, taste. This is about as. This is sense. KFC is the ultimate. You can get 5 original pieces for the $8, £4 in Australia. I found a hack on KFC, man, and the hack is to go and because I hate the savers menus on like McDonald's and Burger King, and they're always shite. But the hack on KFC is to get a few selections, because I think KFC is really expensive. I know you're saying you get it cheap there in Australia, but I think it's really expensive for like a Zinger Tower burger meal, right? It's like can be like best part of a tenner. But if you get in the bargain bit, if you get like, and you can get like a wrap. I'm not really a wrap man, other than when it comes to my bars bottomless. I've got the hip hop hippopotamus. Other than that, I just mean in terms of an actual traditional wrap. Although, would you argue that is the traditional wrap? Regardless, I'll just move on from wrap. Mini fillet burger or whatever. It's not quite. I don't even know. I've totally lost my train of thought now. What was I saying? Yeah, it's the hack. It's the life hack. Get on there and just order a few bits, and you can get like, it's only £8, and you've got so much. You've got the popcorn chicken, the mini fillet, a wrap, which I don't want to go back into, but chips for days, because they put it all in a box, in like separate boxes. Because I used to be zinging like a tower burger, and that's all I had in locker. I just always wanted a tower burger, but there's better ways to do it. Get that broccoli in and on and over here. Get up, Mark Bradley. Fucking drone outside my bedroom window, innit? After my Chinese and that. They after that broccoli. See my name 3 times like candy, man. I don't know where Mingy is, though. 140 likes, says Anthony Calorie. Love it, mate. Thank you very much, guys. 147 we're on now. 107 in the room. If we could get that up to 150 for no reason at all, other than just so I can walk around house like that after live. Just go down to the cats and be like, Well, that's like fucking. It won fiddy, didn't we? It won fiddy, and while that fucking goat Joe were there, it won fiddy. Fuck them, feed them rice. Oh, Mr. Whitesnake won't surprise me at all. I'm getting straight on blower to me, be like, "Well, you ignored me yesterday or something," because you ignored me yesterday, so I went live while you were live, you bastard. That's terrifying, isn't it? That forgot about the Christmas period. It'd been mint though. Getting blaked up, fucking watching the results come in. Troll roads. The troll roads. Wolves, Brentford, West Ham look too strong. Thoughts? Awful observation. West Ham, but Burnley. What's a hot spot? I don't remember saying hot. Is this in reference to something else? You can hotspot you can tether your internet, can't you? That's a hotspot, isn't it? Yes, Gareth Hobson, what's good, brother? Late bloomers, roller blunt, and it fucking on with it. Every 20 likes equals one beer. We're nearly at 150. I'm nearly about to walk right outside. Fucking, come on then, you fucking messing with me. Who's messing with me? Now let me say, way up. Hey, yo. I've switched it up a bit there, but we get the picture. Yes, baby Bremner. On paper, we have a good team who can finish top 10. It's on Farke to deliver. Fucking hell, not this. Not this again. Nah, not no more, Rich Walker. A pig kebab, I swear on my life, dude. We had, my mate got, he blamed the pig. He called it a pig. We was in Prague, and I'm not sure he even ate the pig, but this sounds really like we were in a relationship, so I do apologise for that, and I'm not that way inclined, but I was feeding him. I'd got this, for some reason in Prague, they had this massive hog out on the street, like, and in hindsight now, you know, after having had all the pork talk, I'd never do that now, but, you know, you just wasted. And it was about 10 years ago, and I probably didn't have the pork fears that I have now. I still eat pork for anybody that wants tuning in the other day. But it's huge. I don't know why I'm looking at this imaginary hog here, but the hog was there, and my mate had got a kebab, Josh. He was eating the kebab, but I'd feeding him, or had I got a kebab and he was feeding me the pig? I can't remember if he ate the pig or whatever. It doesn't matter, does it? But whoever was feeding whoever, we might have been feeding each other. We might have been eating each other. It might have been like, you know, where you do that thing. You like... Who says romance is dead? But yeah, basically what ended up happening was one of us had a kebab, one of us had a load of pig, and then we shared it both. But I wasn't ill, and he was desperately ill day after, and he was going, "It's that fucking pig! It's that pig!" And he was ill. It was bad, and he's not a loser like with hangovers. He can hack it, but it was bad. It was bad. It was just hysterical. That's a tangent, isn't it? Can't remember who it was about being relevant in the chat, but I told you need not worry. No need to worry over here. In and on and over here. AO says, no matter what happens this season, and worst case scenario, we are not being relegated. We are not being relegated, my brother. Love it. He won't, Dathy. No, he won't. No, he will not. The Badger will. The Badger gets 2 off baby Bremner. But he won't get his he won't get his plaudits. But if he gets sacked, he'll get the told you so, won't he? He'll get plenty of that, but he won't get the respect he deserves. Fucking hell, look at the size of the tag on it. What's all that about? I mean, I knew it was that big, but I've never noticed that it sometimes flops down with me. I bet look right twat. Oh, is he not? So he's not on my patch. You go over there to check, Anthony. You've been jumping off. Oh. B Rock Beats, love it, Jules D. Love it, boy-os. Well, say boy-os, just boy. Boy. Love it, boy. Oh, Matt Bradley, what you saying? Thank you, dude. Absolute. I mean, sometimes there's no point writing you down at this point because it's just I'm just writing on top of the same names, the boyos and Mimi. Cheers, Mark. Hero. Just to do the 1, 2, 3 MVG. We all know it, but he is legendary. Mimi and Roller Blunt. Shout out to you guys. Legendary MVG. Again, for handing their memberships out like Santa Claus. Pat Dunn. For having not only been, I think, one of the traditional day daughters, but also having a dog in his profile picture, which I think is always sometimes hard to see, but I feel like there might be a cat above it. But sometimes oh no, is it 2 dogs? Sometimes hard to see on the things because it's only tiny, but and then obviously Mark Bradley, the West Coast Warlords, all of yous. Baby Bremner, I'm now going to contradict myself, and I'm sounding like I'm doing it. I don't know if anybody watches Talk Sport when they're on about boxing, and Spencer Oliver just sort of agrees with everybody. And I've only read the first line, Baby Bremner, but I have actually, Andy Rowe normally has the receipts for this stuff, but I have slated KFC in the past. But that's what I'm saying. I found the hack, Baby Bremner. KFC is puffy. He's pony now, in my opinion. Well, I was inclined to wholeheartedly agree with you. But do you commit to just one meal? That's my point. You can't. And don't commit to a big bargain bucket and think you're treating yourself because you're not the shit. It's pony. But the life hack is to go on in the budget and get loads of just bits. And then it all seems to be, they're like, there must be something back thinking, fucking hell, we've got a right order in here. Like, keep us on his toes. And then they just dish everything up. It's honestly all fluffy and they're like, what happened to the fatty, crispy bits? For fuck's sake. Honestly, big lad. Enar says 2 times Tower Zinger Burger or a Zinger Twister and a Tower Zinger Burger for me. All in one sitting, Enar. That is the West Coast Warlord stuff. I'm a Zinger. I'm not a Zinger Twister. I think I'm a Tower Zinger Burger. I think I'm No, I'm a Zinger. I might be a Zinger Twister. Is the Zinger Twister the one with the hash brown in it? Or do they all have the hash brown in it? Regardless, I no longer commit to one meal at KFC. The chicken wrapper. Love a Zinger burger. I did, mate, but they're so like, they put so much sauce on them, and I'm really like, I'm a saucy fellow. I'm mellow, quite a chilled fellow, but I'm a saucy fellow. But fuck me, they don't. They just go and just fucking spuff it all over it, and it's like horrendous. Don't start with this drip burger again. 78, totally different streams. Joe, just football. Here, deep, profound thought on meaning of life. Junk food, movies, and hippopotami. Plural. THC, welcome. Brings the badger. Loves it. Carl Pearson for his leaving do. I've got to agree. Do you spell leaving do with 2 zeros as well, guys? Would you go down that road? Shoes off if you hate Man U. Don't make me get these toes out. I'm gonna be down there. We hit 150. We've hit 150. We're down there. Fucking. It's not so much the flex. It's more because there's no. Obviously, I'm one of the most muscular mans in the world, but it's more that it's the demeanor in it and the length of the stretch of the walk and the shoulders really coming forward through, and the cats ultimately won't do it. They'll just go and then look away, but they'll know something's been going on upstairs on the laptop again. Valdemad. Voldemort demands silence. No, it's not. MVG, I am not explaining myself. There was a big pig. Just a hog, a guy cooking a fucking hog in the street. And I'm actually meaning the street. It was about 2 a.m, and it could have been for any reason. It probably wasn't. You know, when you got like cooking apples and real apples, that hog, I don't think was for human consumption. I mean, obviously it is to some extent. I mean, we ate it. But then he'd got a kebab, or one of us had got a kebab. It was the end of the night stuff, and we saw this big pig on a spit. The reason why I think I bought the pig and ate the majority of the pig is because I would buy the pig. I'd want the pig. When I see the hog, the hogs, man. A pig kebab. It was kebab meat. You know, it's a mixed kebab. It's a Prague version of a mixed kebab, in it. Get on four profiles. Although I don't think that does the algorithm any good, but shish kebabs, nice. You best believe it. And it's in the form of a sausage, or you've got it all there, brother. Google says shish kebab is made with lamb, beef, or chicken. You can. That's how they get you. Them bastards. To be fair, any shish kebab. I think, is a shish kebab just literally rolled like a kebab? Not like, like the big fat kebabs that you get. They're normally lamb. The huge ones, they're lamb. Are they meant to be lamb? I know there's no DNA in them when you go to the kebab house, but because you can get a chicken kebab, and that would be classed as a shish kebab, wouldn't it? But it's because it's on a pointer, in it. I don't know the science behind it. All I know is I ate a big pig in Prague, and it made my mate throw up, allegedly. Mimi, we've got you on another phone, but on mother, we've got you on another phones, and the bedroom TV, my TV, and phone has had 3 adverts since stream started. Roller's not had one. It's not fair. I still don't understand the adverts, guys. I'm gonna have to speak with someone, because this never used to happen, did it? It never used to happen. Google AI, what it doesn't know, MVG, ain't worth knowing. I base all my football knowledge on it. I base all my knowledge. Well, if truth be told, everybody bases all the knowledge in Google anyway. You just go, yeah, fucking hell, Moretti is brewed in Lancaster. Mr. Whitesnake, you've probably gone by now, but I like to read this. I like to read your tweet. I like to read your comments like this. I'm off, son. Going to help Karen with Ira's live at our geothermal pools. Windy and light rain. We'll see how it goes. Thank you, Mr. Whitesnake, and good night. Or not good night, but good luck. Not good luck. Well, good luck, yeah. Good luck's fine, isn't it? Mr. Whitesnake getting what he deserves. The goodbyes. Both our phones, not mother. On my mother's phone. Mr. Whitesnake getting the love he deserves. And a McSpicy burger from Arse Ripper is still on it. What the hell, I presume that means. If that doesn't mean what the hell, I'm surprised I've managed to work that out. That's a mixed kebab. No shish kebabs. I just want meat. So either my 2 Indian restaurants are wrong. I was Googling. No, I don't think, I don't want to keep going on about it too much. But I do have to stay. I think what we're saying is, or what I'm saying, I won't speak for Google, or I think it was MVG that said about the kebabs. I know he's fond of the chat of kebab. Singular meat. I'm not. I mean, the mush. I mean, they definitely mush them all together. Ed's gone at this point. But my point is lamb, lamb on one kebab, chicken on another kebab, beef on another kebab, different kebabs. But I do think the big kebabs, the kebabs, I think are like beef, and I don't think there's any lamb in them. I think that's a load of hogwash because lamb's like too expensive to buy at 4 in the morning, isn't it? Mr. Whitesnake getting the love. Whitesnake the man. Boyo. Get those shoes off and in. Get those shoes off, in, and on and over here. Get those shoes in and off and over here. Get those shoes in and off and over here. I've got my flip-flops on, but we'll just, for the sake of it, we'll just fling it over the shoulder. That's where it knocks in something extremely valuable. I wear flip-flops around the house because when I'm walking like that, they go. So you really get the. Oh my God, I've just realised that sounds like I'm saying suck dick. As I'm walking around the house, that's probably why cats have no respect for me. No, War Piglet. There'll be no chanting about that. Right, we're having one more beer for the leaving do, boys. Mimi, Bob, and Julie. I think Julie's gone, to be fair, but Lord Bamford, Tarmush. That's what I mean, Mark. Those guys in Prague be tripping. One fiddy me cats. One fiddy me like cats. Mr. Whitesnake. Mrs. Whitesnake here while Stevie's not at the computer. Hi everyone. That's how we read Mr. Whitesnake's tweets. I keep saying tweets, comments. Even if they are via his better half, I think is that what people say in it, Mrs. Whitesnake? They'd say better half. Better half. AO says, I'm not spelling sheesh right, but it is 100% sausage meat, albeit may not be pork and could be another meat. If you're on about my pig again, it was a hog roast. It was on a spit, but there was no fucking nothing else happening. Just this guy had a stove and he was just spinning this pig and then giving us it. I don't know if I'm making my point clear. Do you deliver beans and liver? Then you remember that. Because I don't. I can't remember what that's off. Do you deliver beans and liver? Is that both selector? Do you deliver beans and liver? It makes no sense, but it's always stuck with me. It's tickled me to no end. Mrs. Whitesnake getting the love she deserves. Sheesh kebab is a meat turd. Do you deliver beans and liver? Sheesh kebab, Shawshank Redemption. Sheesh go! You're out of there. Alt quotes coming out here. Got them broccolis back over. Fantaste says he's back in on KFC. I've got to. God is good, and I've got to leave this kebab chat behind, I think. But no, a chicken kebab is completely different. We need to all get in on this here. A chicken kebab is just diced chicken in it, chicken breast in like a pitta, like a dirty doner kebab would be. But a sheesh kebab can be a chicken. I'm now going just off what MVG's Googled, and that is a worry to me. But I know I've had like mashed, not mashed, fucking hell, I'm not on about potato, but like molded chicken on a spit, like my pig. No, not the pig. The pig was not. Let's not do that. That was not a shish kebab. That was pork. That was a big pig. It was a whole pig. It was a hog. Are they hogs? Does a hog? Is it just at the level that it's cooked? I don't know. But regardless, a shish kebab is a sausage kebab. Sausage. So are you now saying? Am I right with the big pig? That's a different bit of pig, though, isn't it? Sausage has got to be. Oh God. Well. Lamb beats beef on a kebab. B-Rock. Don't mess about. No word of a lie. I won't buy it if it's under 4.5. So 4.6 it is. If it's below 4.5, I can't see the point in drinking it. And I don't mean that. I'm not trying to be hard, by the way. Before somebody goes, fucking dickhead. I think the shit. It's like a waste of time. Anthony Calorie, nobody do it how he does it. If you don't know by now, you never knew, brother. And I know you know by now. MVG. We've run out, B-Rock. I mean, there's some in the fridge, but a shawarma king. Get your shawarma king. One more beer. He's gone in, B-Rock. I love it. Meat stick or pork stick. Is that right, Randall? Genuinely welcome, by the way. But is that the accurate? Is that accurate? He's gone in more accuracy. Barbecue meat stick or barbecue pork stick. You're throwing confusion at the wall here, and I think that is probably where I'm at. 78 RPM says, doubt there is a decent lamb in any kebab. Mutton, yeah. Do you know when an Indian's actually selling lamb, because sometimes it says meat, even if you're ordering like not a kebab, and I'm not dissing kebabs, I love kebabs, but anyway, I'm pissed up particularly or hungover. If it says meat, it's mutton in it. But if they actually say, do you like lamb? If you go somewhere new, they go, do you like lamb? And that has happened to me, I would say twice, where they've gone, do you like lamb? And yeah, I do actually, man. Yeah. It's like, well, this is lamb. Get it? And I'm like, and it was shit. No, I'm only messing. The 2 times it's happened to me, and I think it's 1 time, but I've exaggerated to 2. But it's probably happened twice. I just won't remember the first time because it wasn't that important. Danny Bode and I got a round of shoes off going in Cuthbert. I got a round of shoes off. I'm gonna have to go. Danny, I think I'm too drunk for that. And I feel that this happens to me all the time when we do these lives on a Thursday, by the way. Boys, Bob and Mimi and Julie, who's definitely gone. But I know what's going on, and then I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's a boozer. It's fucking Weatherspoons. Fucking, do you know what I mean? So this is what I mean. This is you got to be quick off the draw. Stay on your toes. Hey, Julie's still here. No way. I swear in my life before I just said that, I didn't know that. Sounds more like girls with lip filler licking their enormous Richmond sausage lips. Outrageous. I thought that was saying Chisora. Because obviously, is that why Dylan White used to call him a donkey, or this has gone too far? Donna's lamb. It's Menaby, Roller Blunt. It's Menaby, but it can it be? Genuinely. I know you're a man of the kebab world. I know you've been on a night out before, Roller Blunt, I just know. Can you put your hand on your heart? If you were reading one of Mr. Whitesnake's tweets, even though the comments, would you be able to do that and say, yeah, every doner I've had's got lamb in it? They did that test, didn't they, in Manchester, where they went down, like, they've got it on top of Hedra, aren't they, at Leeds, where there's all them takeaways, like Dixie's, and I don't know if Rogers were there at the time. Oh, Roger, there's not even an experiment in Leeds, so I don't know why I'm dissing that. Rogers is lovely, but it's not lovely, but it's for shit. You know what I'm saying? It's good. They did it in Manchester, and they tested it all for DNA, and there was 0 DNA found in like 80% of the takeaways on the thing. So they couldn't even identify. He was basically eating like alien. He was eating aliens. Oh, Jesus. B-Rock, sheesh is just cubes of meat. Shawarma kebab is the sausage. Fuck me, B-Rock. We're all wrong, mate, including Google. That, I think that's right, though, B-Rock. But I'm not sure about sheesh being cubes of meat. Although, do I get a chicken sheesh kebab? I think I do, and it's chopped up. Fuck. A shawarma. Shawarma king. That's the sausage. B-Rock. Knocked it out of the park, brother. Hallucinogenic spinning pigs in Prague. Yes, MVG. RPM. I put a pig on a spit once. I got arrested and put on a register. Was it you in Prague selling it to me, mate? Andy Rowe, welcome back. Have you been on Joe's Live? Was the hog roast spit in the same shop as the kebab place, or bought separately, simultaneously? The hog, the pig's here. Honestly, the pig's in. We went to like a square. There was like a square, and there was a wooden box, and I don't know what were going on in that, but there was like a hatch, and I don't know whether all them lot were buying something dodgy from it, like sniff or something. I don't know, but why it'd been a shed. I don't really weird, but I'm not bothered for that stuff. I just boozed that. And I saw this big pig on the spit, and then my mate, that's why I think I bought the pig. But I don't know whether he saw the pigs. Obviously, it was 4 morning jobby. He saw the pig and bought the pig, and I went round the corner to get some food while they were all buying something spurious from this shed. Because there's no food in the shed. And there was 2 police officers coming out the corner on these massive horses a few moments later and asked a series of questions as to what were going on in that shed. So it wasn't a shed, like you'd want like a back garden shed. It was a hut. It wasn't right. I don't know if the pig was related to the hut. It could have been. It may well have been. It was close enough to be related, but not related in like DNA, like we've just been discussing. But certainly there was a chance. Maybe now I'm actually worried now. I'm just worried now. I know I've not dreamt it because my mate can vouch for being ill off the pig because he brought it up because I forgot about the pig and he was like, it's the fucking pig. Unless he was on about, I don't, maybe he's on about the guy in the shed. I'm going to have to ring him. I swear to God, he'll be, he's either working nights or he'll be in bed, but I will find out. But I know it'll have been the pig. It's the pig that I think I saw. Somehow we knew we'd end up talking about spit roasts. Baby Bremner, bring it back in, brother. Just bring it back in. It's as simple as that. All this talk, you just go Yorkshire puddings with onion gravy. Wicked. I do roller blunt. It's never going to stop you. I actually enjoy them more now because when I buy them, I go, fucking, I really like fucking get it. Like, do I? Now that I know no DNA in it, it's like, well, what is it? Meat and alien intestine. Nobody knows what it is. It's the Underlap MVG. That's how it goes, isn't it, brother? Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Do you deliver? B, no. Just chicken or beef. Curtis, you unsubscribed to Joe last year. Unfortunately, you found your way over here. It's not unfortunate for me. I appreciate you being here. You're a splendid fella. But the Thursday nights, we go where we go. I go where you go. We go where you go. This is your zone. Your boy likes Yorkshire pudding, didn't he? SST. Not seen you for a while up in this bitch, brother. I don't mean in the channel in general. I know you're one of the day dotters, but I've not seen you comment for a bit. Nice to know. You try to channel your inner Ena in the wings. I love eating pig's feet, but don't do pig's feet kebabs. Trotters. Yeah, it could just well be a chicken skewer, that, Anthony, to be honest. Yes, Ollie DYG, what's good, brother? Like and subscribe. Please. Anything can be a sausage. It's just minced food stuff in a skin. Am I a sausage then? I'm a bit minced. And if you cooked me, I'd be food and I'm in skin. All the lads, all the trees are brown. And the sky is grey. Red lorry, lella lorry. Fair food at half time at grounds. I do before game. If it's a night game, I'll sometimes, because I'll just get burger with bacon on top. If it's a night game, I'll normally go full time. It depends how we pushed for time, and it depends who I'm with. And to be honest, it just depends how hungry we are. But never at half time. I'd never risk it. Get the fucking beer in, jail, you say. Get the fucking beer in, our kid. Oh, fucking chicken lips, man. It's a beautiful thing. I need a piss so bad, boys, and Bob and Julie and Mimi. I highly doubt there was no DNA found in them, Jack. Only question is, whose DNA was it? Kebab is chicken heads and horses' hooves. It's probably accurate. Dylan White's funny as fuck, man. Zamzams, get up. I've had many a late night do at Zamzams. One open though a few months ago. Walked past like Zamzams. We'll go force him to let us sit down. Lee Jones, get up. One smart fella, he felt smart. One smart fella, he smelt. I stopped myself. Being really nice there. Get up. Yes, drinks and drives. This backs up the drinks and drives process, doesn't it? Because it's like you've been out driving, definitely gone out now for a drink, and then just got back and having drove while with drink. What side are we on? Thank God Bamford'S gone, or sad. Exactly, SST. I'm neither. Drinks and drives. To be brutally honest, I'm not sad on the basis that if he's replaced, I've said forever. It's just that I have been a long time defender of him. Defender. Need a piss too bad, guys. Yes, Solenum, Linianum, what's good, brother? Glad or sad for Bamford? You'd take it, wouldn't you? Drinks and drives. All that comes in now at this point. I'm going to go get in hot tub, guys, I think. Hot tub and... not even joking, those kebab talks, because I looked at clock then and thought, it's 11. Really? Because the only kebab option I've got after about 12 is Largie's, and they won't want to do a kebab at this time to deliver. So I'll have to order over a certain amount, and the only alternative is Munchbox, and that is fucking awfully bad. So I'm thinking at 11, I've got some options. Yes, Luke, thank you, welcome. Baby Bremner, being the only person on my side here. Go pee the Nile, good sir, then come back for one more beer. We have the hippopotamus to keep us company. Good to see the square ball struggling with your name as much as Jack Solenham. Fuck the square ball. I'm only messing about. I don't know him. Obviously. 6'6" striker, not this again. Certainly am, Andy, yes. Night, Pat. I will be there on Saturday without a fucking shadow of a doubt. Mark Bradley, absolute mania, dude. Take it easy, JL UFC. Thank you, man. Mark, I need a piss so bad, but when this happened, I feel like I have to say something. We've had it before, but if you support the show, I appreciate you so much, dude. 65 million. What is that? What they've paid? Is that what they're paying for him? Bradder's getting the love he so rightly deserves. Mark, we need to sort something out for the shoutouts. They're just not good enough, are they? Let's have it right. Do you reheat water or make from fresh? The hot tub keeps the water hot, doesn't it? And then every time we get out of it, I just put a bit of chlorine in it. It's not, there's more of a science to it than I do go along with, but it's clean, if that's your question. But I also don't fill it up every time I fucking... I am a bit, mate. I'm fucking busting. Right, I'm going to go, guys. On a serious note, shout out to Legendary MVG for the testing 1, 2, 3. It's MVG, is legendary. Shout out to Mimi and Roller Blunt. I'm glad the move went well. Legends. MVG for handing them memberships out. That's Christmas. Pat Dunn for being one of the West Coast Warlords, one of the Day Dotters, and Mark Bradley for being a maniac, utterly. Cheers, Anthony. Take care. Cheers, MVG. Roller Blunt, take care. Mark Bradley, as I say. Heyo. Thank you, boy. Danny Bowden. 78 RPM, drinks and drives. Ina, I'm hoping pops in before we leave because he always... Yes, Ina. Cheers, big man. Dr. Curious, you always pop up right at end as well. Are you channeling your inner Ina? I can't do it, Jules D. Can't do it. I'm having another beer, but it's in hot tub, guys. Take it easy, everybody. I need to eat and I need to go for a piss and I need to then have another beer. But on a serious note, just to absolutely reiterate the absolute heroicness of this. Legendary MVG, Mimi and Roller Blunt. MVG again for having their memberships out like Santa Claus. Pat Dunn, Mark Bradley. Oh, no way. Sean Rooney. Sean, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm literally just calling it a close. But thank you as well, obviously. I'll go through the shots again. MVG, Mimi and Roller Blunt, Legendary MVG, Pat Dunn, Mark Bradley again, he's a madhead, and Sean Rooney, who is one of the day dotters as well. You're all absolute boyos, apart from Mimi, who is a gallo, one of the Galileos. Dutch Kuros channeling his inner Ina. Oh, is it really? That's a ruthless thought, Solanum, and it's really made me definitely rethink where I'm going. Right, take it easy, everybody, on the fact that I'm probably going to die next week if I don't go. Appreciate every which one here. I'll do a ship vid tomorrow. I might go live for an hour if all happens at about 5 o'clock, but we'll see. I don't know whether to upload the ship vids at an earlier time or not, but they always seem to do well at 6:30, so that's when I upload them predominantly. But take it easy, everybody. Thank you, honestly, guys, all here for tuning in. You're absolute nuts. In a bit.
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.